Hey guys, welcome back. It is day 11 and today we are working on strength. So we're gonna get right into that warm up with our A steps. Let's go!
30 seconds.
I'm gonna clap, clap, clap under the hand. So this is where we're gonna warm our body up, mobilize the knees, ankles, hips. And we're here for just a few more seconds before we move into our next warm-up exercise.
30 seconds feels long today. 30 seconds, continuous movement.
5.
Next, we're gonna mobilize the hips, gate openers. Now, starting with the right side. Woo, creaky. Are you creaky today
I'm
or what?
so creaky. So I like to take the leg across the body before opening it up. I feel like you get a better range of motion. And we've talked about this before. When do we really move our body in this way? With the exception of like getting out of your car.
That or
Do you
bed.
get out of your car like
Of course, obviously. All right.
right into those cross-body arm swings.
Back and chest. Opening it up. And shoulders, I guess. Front of
Feels
shoulder.
so good. Just tossing your weight around a little bit. Literally.
Moving into a deep squat in 8 seconds.
I'm excited for this deep squat. My favorite part.
I'm excited for this strength day.
I'm always excited for a strength day.
All right.
And down.
I'm staying.
I'm gonna
Oh,
jostle from side to side.
jostle.
Jostle?
Is that a word?
Jostle? Somebody Google it. Is jostle a word?
I think so.
I think so too.
I don't know that one. 13 seconds.
Not that I
left.
don't like that
Coming up.
static hold, but
Back
I
down.
feel like moving around in it gets my little body
The lower back.
ready.
I feel like
Oh, it feels so good.
it's just like a nice release.
It is.
All right,
definitely
hopscotches.
is. Oh, I'm
So
definitely
turning it
gonna
up
mess this
again.
up.
So what we're doing is 2 feet out, left foot down, 2 feet out, right foot down.
Can't
Easy,
talk, thinking.
pop,
Can't
squash.
talk, thinking. Can't talk, thinking. Can't talk, thinking.
Kind of like a butt kick.
We're doing it. I'm doing it. Look at this.
Oh my God, look at me. I'm like, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
Carlton,
I'm totally not
into this
doing it.
forward lunge with rotations. So this one we want to really slow down. I know that sometimes we get really excited and we rush through this one, but you really want to plant your foot, catch your balance before rotating. And the rotation comes from that upper thoracic. We're not just swinging our arms across the body, okay? Woo. And one more. We're gonna come all the way down to the ground.
Yay.
For cat-cow, love it, love it. Hands below the shoulders, really push into those palms around your back all the way up. Breathe into that back body. And take an inhale. Gaze comes forward, belly drops. Yes. Big exhale, round your back, round your back. Think of reaching so high up like a scared cat. Inhale, drop your belly.
Which one do you like more, cat or cow?
I have no idea. It depends on my body and how it feels. Right now, I'm digging the scared cat.
See, I'm fully cow today.
You're such a cow.
I know. All right. Oh
You
no.
You set yourself up for that.
Knee hugs.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. So you guys can alternate, or you can bring both to the body.
pull that knee in.
Woo-hoo.
One more. And then
All right. Now,
up and
guys,
at 'em.
strength day. So we didn't mention it at the top of the show, but you need your stability ball. You need your challenger bars, some dumbbells. I'd say 2 sets, 5 and 10, 2 and 5, that kind of thing. And then the pink thing. Here we go.
Okay, right off the top, we have our challenger. You want them a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart so that when you drop your weight in, we're not loading the shoulders too much. And then we're just bringing those knees in, okay? Slowly control the descent. So we're not trying to rock down and we're not using momentum. We want to make sure that we're using the core to lift those knees. Don't sink into your shoulders. Actively push into both palms. We're here for another 5 seconds. 3, 2,
One more.
last one. Boom.
All right, so we're staying here. It's strength day. So 3 sets. No lappy lappies. We're staying here.
I like it. Just get her done. Get her done. We're back
I know.
in 3 seconds. You ready?
So if you feel your shoulders hurting, adjust those bars. You don't want any tension at any weird angle on your delts. You just want to be nice and stable. Think of the strongest table in your house, not that one with the bent, broken leg.
Woo. Almost there. Shaky, shaky.
10 seconds. Stay here.
Oh,
Last one.
you lied.
Lied.
Liar.
I do that. They know. They know when I say last one, it means 1 or 2 more.
I know,
They
she's
know
just
me
trying
by
to
now.
get you through it. Okay, we have one more of those. So if you're bending your knees to lift and you're happy, they're fine. If you'd like to progress it, you can always try lifting the legs out in front of you for that leg lift. Okay, but don't feel any pressure to do so. If this is working fine, as long as you're not swinging. You want to control down, come back to a neutral hip before pulling the knees up. Don't
Stick
forget
it,
to
guys. It's going to
breathe.
start to hurt right now. And by hurt, I mean get difficult.
You're late.
Really?
It started to get difficult in the last set.
Stick it. Dig deep. One more.
Ah,
What does that mean?
again,
One
she
or two?
lies. You lies.
I just have a different counting system.
We're
that's
gonna
all.
reach for that stability ball. We're gonna work the back of our body. Okay, so I want you to roll out onto your ball. If you don't have your ball yet at home, you can always do these on the ground. Okay,
I feel like Fred should really pan on me when we roll out with the ball. It's good
We'll
TV.
Lift those arms out, and then pull the elbows back towards our body. But I want all the movement to come from those shoulder blades. Think of retracting the shoulder blades to lift your arms up, retracting the shoulder blades to pull the elbows back. So from top view, you want to look like a big W and then a big Y. Whether you're on the floor or the ball, think of pushing your pubic bone down, but pulling your belly away. Sorry, I forgot to count you down there. I got so excited pushing my pubic bone into the ball.
All right, then.
Into the ball. Okay, 4 seconds.
Well, aren't you lucky? We get to do this again.
3, woo! Here we go. Down. Okay, so anchor down through your pubic bone. Keep that chest lifted. Don't let it fold over the ball. Gaze stays down. Gaze stay down. And then pull your belly button away from the ball. You should feel your back body light up, specifically that little piece between the shoulder blades, the rhomboid. Okay? We're almost there.
If you guys are
6
having
seconds.
trouble with the stability, you can always jam your feet against a wall
Last one.
or a
Beauty.
couch or an ottoman or something. So I'd say that's your first step, because if you feel like you can't get your hands out in front, remember that's destabilizing, right? We're already on a stability ball, which is going to require a lot of core energy. So if you need to regress it a bit, then just put your feet against something solid. Just add a little stability.
Superman. Woo! This is a great one for your back. You might start it and say, this doesn't feel like much. And then about 10 repetitions in, you're like, oh, okay.
This is the work, guys. Like, you think about that waistline as like what you can see in the front or the sides. Honestly, you gain muscle back here. It's gonna
Last
tighten that waistline. All right, so don't forget about that lower back
I feel like we
and
often
mid
do.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, upper, middle, low back. It's amazing. Okay, grab for a dumbbell. We're going to come into those goblet squats. If you don't have a dumbbell and you want to do body weight, that works as well, but we're working. So we're coming into a nice deep squat. From that, we're going to kick our right leg across the body, dropping into a curtsy. Come back to the goblet squat before going the opposite way. So notice that Jess and I are keeping our hips squared to you guys. We're not opening that hip up as we drop into the curtsy lunge. So I want you to do the same. Imagine that there's flashlights on those 2 front hip bones, And as we kick into our curtsy, we want them to stay pointing forward. Down deep. Keep your knees and your toes pointing in the same direction, whether you have a narrower stance or wider stance. I love those.
Oh, those feel good.
So saucy, so saucy. Okay.
So this is what I meant by multiple sets of dumbbells. This, you might be able to load. We have 10s here. You could probably, actually, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'd probably load like a 30. Don't you think? I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely can. And don't let that weight roll your shoulders forward. Like it tends to happen, right? We hold something in the front of the body and we feel like we need to protect it, so our shoulders instinctively wrap around it. Don't let it. It can handle itself. Proud chest, shoulders back. Whoa, 5 seconds. Come on.
Don't forget to squeeze. It's like any other squat. When you come to the top,
Woo.
you want to feel all the business.
What are we feeling in our business?
You know,
Where are we feeling?
all the business.
Where are we feeling this?
Up in here.
3 seconds. You want to feel all the business.
You want to feel everything, kind of like you're holding in a pee or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a good cue?
I can't even
Yeah,
think
it
right
is.
now. All I'm thinking about is feeling your business.
No, I didn't say feel
You said
the
you have to
business.
feel it in your business.
In your business. Yeah, feel it. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
You want to feel the work.
You don't have to
in your
feel the
business.
business. Well, you can.
The business.
That's your own
business.
business.
5 seconds.
My business is
3.
well, your business is your business.
Wait, how does that song go?
I don't know.
Your-
My body's my body.
Nobody's body but mine. You
All
run
right.
your own body. Let me run
What are we
mine.
on to? Bulgarian split squat. Nobody's favorite except for mine.
We're on in 3 seconds.
Here we
want
go.
you to find a nice runaway ball. A nice
All right.
stable position. You might need to use that challenger to help you find your balance. And then you're moving away from the ball, dropping down into a nice deep lunge. Okay? So this allows you to get way deeper than you would be able to had you had your foot on the ground. And if you focus on something that's not moving, like not the camera, then you can help with your stabilization just a little bit more.
5 seconds.
Almost there.
So the most common problem here, I think, Tammy, weigh in, is the ball being too far back.
Or
You're
too
kind of
close.
doing one of these big stretches.
Yeah.
Do your lunge and then see where that fits in with adding the ball, okay? You want to
Okay. Let's work.
complete that same posture of lunge. You just want to add in the, or decrease the stability as I fall. Woo.
And if you don't have the ball, your foot can go up on a chair, couch, coffee table, step, dog, spouse, best friend, whatever. Whatever. Okay? I'm focusing. Trying to distract me. I'm focusing on that non-moving knot on the ground. There we
Last
go.
one.
Woo. Wow. Okay.
So we're gonna have to switch sides.
For our last set, we're going to split it up. Why don't we start a couple seconds early, just so we can make sure we're nice and even. I'm going to start with that right leg up. Send the ball away. Let's work. Drop it like it's hot. Here we go.
So the top of my leg is parallel to the ground, knees not over toe. That back leg is nice and comfortable, knees still driving down.
Ah! We're almost ready to switch. Let's go. Switch it up.
I have one more. One more.
So you'll see we're struggling to get on and off these balls as well. Do not be mad at yourself if you need to take a couple sets or a couple seconds out of your rest to get in your proper set, okay?
Last one.
Oh, let's just do one more because I took a second there. All right, there we go. What do we got next?
Oh no, the scissors.
Oh,
It's all about the adduction. The inside of those thighs. Close to the business.
Okay, so on the ground, on your elbow stacked directly below the shoulder. Your top leg goes up, and I want you to find a nice steady
front of you.
position before you start lifting and lowering that bottom leg, okay? Hip bones stay square to the front of the room. Now, the second you lose the engagement in your top leg, you're toast. So don't.
Take a rest if you need to.
Yeah.
We're at the 10-second mark.
Actively
Come back
push
up.
down. Woo! Oh, my scissors are getting smaller and smaller.
So what's going to happen?
We're going to switch to the other side. Okay.
8 seconds to set up.
You're going to need that full 8 seconds. Get the shoulder stacked over the elbow. 2 and 1. Here we go.
So lock up that first, like Tammy was saying. You want a nice alignment from the hip all the way down to the ankle. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to engage, hardcore engagement in those adductors. Stabilize. Make sure the foot's comfy. And then tap it up.
If you need to regress this, if this is not working for you at all,
10 seconds.
so bring that leg to the ground. Okay. Still lift the bottom hip off as we lift and lower. Okay. So this is your option to regress. So this last set, we're going to split it half and half. I'm going to stay on the same leg just because I'm a sucker for punishment.
Do it.
Okay, we're on in 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Scissors. Woo. Oh, have mercy. Have mercy.
Uncle Jesse.
Ah.
Switch sides.
And switch. I'm going to turn my back to you for just a second. I'm not trying to be rude. Okay, set it up. Nice, strong adductions. Woo! So both that top leg and the bottom leg are working. Different angles, of course. Oh! The good news is we don't have to do those again. Let's get rid of them. Let's get them the hell out of here. Okay, what do we got next, Jazz?
We have Swiss ball, dumbbell, alternating flies.
Okay, sweet.
So we're going to stabilize the Swiss ball. Tammy will load up. I want you guys to roll, walk forward, bringing those shoulder blades, resting on the ball. Nice support in the neck. Notice she has one dumbbell up in the air, the other one coming down. Nice light bend in the elbow. That's the fly portion. I'm going to load up.
Because we're only working one side at a time, your body, your core is going to fight those deep stabilizing muscles in your core, the stabilizing muscles in your ankles, your knees. They're all kicking in to try to keep you balanced on that ball and rest. Okay. It's team effort, right? It's a team effort.
Full body effort.
Full body effort. Okay.
Back
in
in
get our
3.
hips back up. You want to make sure that the back of your body is supported by the ball. And the tendency here is to let your hips sag down. We don't want that to happen. Our whole body is working here. So dig into those heels, keep your hips fully extended, and fly. Let's fly. How amazing would it be to fly?
Where would you go?
Up in the sky?
Right? Anywhere? Just fly around?
Yeah, I mean, like if it was a fairy, I'd
just fly around.
I'd just go hang out on the clouds. I've had it with you people, you peasants. Off to the clouds. Right?
Yeah.
I'd fly to the tropics, sit on the sand.
My daughter wants to, since she was the youngest one, 2 years old, I want to fly, fly like a bird. Of course, who doesn't? But I always have to repeat to her, always do not jump off buildings. You cannot fly. There are ways to do it when you're older. But I feel like their little brains are so magical that I see how that happens.
I have the funniest story for you.
Oh, God.
So, okay, let's see if I can get it in during the set. So, at Christmas,
13 seconds.
The wishbone, the kids broke the wishbone, and my daughter got the bigger half, and she's like, so will my wish come true? And I was like, as long as it's nothing like a unicorn. She's like, how did you know my wish? Last one. So she wished for a unicorn.
Aww.
At the age of 7.
That's about right.
We've talked about this. Which doesn't seem to be sinking in. Okay, next up. Oh, we need that ball.
Yeah,
we need
we
that
do.
ball. We have our Swiss ball plank to knee driver. So we're going to come all the way out into that plank on the ball like so, actively pushing down through the forearms. And then we're bringing one knee in to hit that ball. So I want you to try to kick the ball out from underneath you. Don't actually do it because you might punch yourself in the face in the money maker.
So the work here isn't just driving that knee, it's also stabilizing in between the knee drives. So really dig those elbows in and get really firm in your stability.
2,
Engaging that
and 1.
transverse. Remember that corset part that you'll never see of the abdomen that surrounds the rib cage. We talked about it in the 101s. So you really want to lock that all up and then hit the knee drives. If the knee drives are just too much, stay
In your plank.
in the plank.
Oh, another unicorn story. I have so many unicorn stories. She went to a birthday party, and there was a pony dressed up as a unicorn.
Well, I've seen that. So
You've
damn
seen it,
cute.
right? I sent it to you.
Oh no, we've seen it at birthday parties. It's so damn cute.
And she was like happy on the pony. And she came in from the party. I was like, "How was your unicorn ride?" She's like, "Listen, Mom, it wasn't a real unicorn. He was just dressed up in costume, okay?
Oh no.
So don't get too excited." 3 seconds.
Did you start to cry?
And I started to laugh
Cute tears.
hysterically.
No, you should have like bought in. Damn it, I thought it was a real unicorn.
I was like, "Really? How'd you know?" And she's like, "Well, you could tell." So I just couldn't help but laugh. Okay, last set of these. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Remember your option. Jessie gave it to you to just hold the plank. I like to force my exhales out at the hardest part of the movement. Helps to engage my diaphragm, which helps to engage all the other parts of the core. 15 seconds. These are no
Stick
joke.
it, guys. Long sleeve was a bad choice. Sweating.
Sliding all over the place. Woo!
5. Stay here. Just hold it if you have to. Last one.
Woo! Okay. Now we get off of the ball for a second. Grab for those dumbbells. We have our bicep drags. Not to be confused with the curl. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Palms facing forward, shoulders back. Think of just dragging those dumbbells up to just below the pec line. Your knees, not your knees, your elbows are going out behind you. And try to resist the temptation to hike through the traps, okay? So we're just sliding it up and down. You will hit your traps a little bit here, but I don't want it to completely take over. So we're not really gripping onto those dumbbells too hard.
What about our
Just dragging
wrists,
them
Tammy?
around. They're staying nice and neutral. So that means we're not bending too much at the wrist. Try to keep them straight, okay? It's a little bit of an awkward movement for some of you at first, but once you get it, you'll be like, "Oh, okay." Elbows go back, weight
like
stays
this.
on my chest. Let's work.
Or you'll be like, fuck it. I'm just going to lift these things, see what happens.
What about if we don't have dumbbells? Pink thingy works just as well. Okay? Slide it up. Try to stop just below the pec. If you have more range of motion and you can take it higher, go for it. Some of us have obstacles in the way, like a hard stop below the pec
Or a
line.
soft stop.
Or a
either
soft
way.
stop. Yeah, there you go. 3 seconds. 2, last one. Okay, we have one more of those puppies before we go into our back to basics finisher. I love it. I love it. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
guys, stick around. 12 minutes. More fun. What's the focus today?
Back to basics.
Back
to
basics.
basics.
I knew that.
You knew that. Don't you remember that? It was like one of the dance parties that we would go to. It's called Back to Basics.
Was it?
Yes. So awesome.
Was that like as in music or?
It was like a revival of our younger days.
I feel like we shouldn't talk about that so much.
Our younger
Maybe
days.
people think we're like 25 and then we talk about that and they're like, what? These bitches are like 40?
We're not 40. Don't age us.
No, I know.
The fuck? I don't
Just
need
said-
any help adding on years.
That's what I'm saying.
Mother Nature does that shit all on its own. Last one and take it down. All right. Okay. So I want you guys to take a couple seconds, get your shit
Okay.
together, towel off your shit, drink some water, and come back for the back to basics.
You'll need the pink.
You will need the pink thingy, okay?
So go get your stuff. Come back.